Hey everyone, are you ready to start selling your own digital products on Etsy, but you're not sure where to begin? In this quick beginner level tutorial, I'm going to show you step by step how to list your very first digital product and start selling on Etsy. We'll go through uploading your mock-up images, adding your digital files, picking the right category and more, all with beginners in mind. So let's get to it. So the first thing we're going to do is come into the back end of your shop. Now obviously if you have not listed anything, your area will be empty. But you can see I've got lots of listings in here. So you will go on the side panel, you go to listings and go to add a listing. Now because I've already got listings, it's preempting what category I want to use. But you probably will not see this screen on your very first one. And this is the screen you'll likely see when you come in to add a listing. So we're going to choose digital files and just go through here. I made it. It is a finished product. When did you make it? They just want the year. How is this content created? I don't really think it matters. I'm just going to put with an AI generator on this particular listing. They're not going to penalize you for whatever you say there. This bit here, add production partners, unless you're doing print on demand, you don't need to worry about that. So continue. And now we get into the actual listing screen. Now what I have done is created a cheat sheet for you. And this goes through step by step every single part of the listing. And I have a sample description here that you can copy and paste. So what I'm going to do from my cheat sheet, I'm just going to copy my title just for the sake of demonstration. But you can also copy it and then just edit as needed. Okay. Now, you will need to upload up to 10 photos and 1 video. Now, I recommend you use all 10. And this is the actual mock-up images. If you look at the listing here, that's these images that you scroll through that the customer sees when they come to your store. So that's what it's asking for right here. So I'm going to add the photos, and I have a folder on my computer here. I'm going to go to my mockup. Here they are, and I'm going to Control A to select all of these and open, and it will upload all 10 images. And in a separate video I will show you how to create mockups. But for now we'll just upload these. And what it will do is it will put them in the order you uploaded, and you can move these around. Like if I decide I want this one as the front page, I just click and drag it and it will change it. And you can just move wherever you want. Just move them around. And what it will do is this very first one up here that it's called primary is what it's going to use here for the listing thumbnail. And this is the image that will show when you're searching on Etsy and you look at these images, that's their very first listing image. So you want to make sure it's one of your best images or the best image to show your customers what they would be getting. So that's what the thumbnail is. Now the digital files, this is where you will upload the PDFs you've created for your product. So we add a file, and I come back to my folder. These are my PDFs that I made for my bookmarks. You will select them all and then open, and it's going to upload all 4 at once. And I do have another video, I'll put a link to that too, where I actually created these PDFs. So if you're not sure what these files are, have a look at this video and the instructions will be there. You can add up to 5 files in here. This is a set of 16 bookmarks with 4 bookmarks per PDF. That's why there's 4 files. If I had more than 5 files, what I would do is upload my PDFs to something like Google Drive. And then the one PDF I would upload in here would contain the link to Google Drive where they can get their files from. But that's just if you've got more than 5, or if your files are more than 20 megabyte, they won't fit in this digital file section. And now we're going to come down to the description. Now this is where you're going to tell the buyer every single thing about your product. And don't start off with this measures 2 by 6, it's on a PDF, it's on this sheet. Don't start with the technical stuff. Start with, you will love these. If you need cards or bookmarks for your classmates, show them what they can use it for. And again, if you go back to my cheat sheet, I've got a sample description that you can copy and paste. I'm just going to do that right now. And Control C to copy. And come back to my listing, Control V to paste. So you can do this on your listing. Just copy it in, and you may need to add these spaces again. But this will save you having to create it from scratch. You can go through and edit this to what you're selling. Like mine is for Halloween bookmarks, but you can come through and add your description of your product and just put your name down here. So once you've done that, come down personalization. You only need this if you're doing a made-to-order digital product where the customer needs to give you something like the name or a birth date or a wedding date, and then you go and make that product for them. But for most digital products, it's a simple birthday card or bookmarks or cupcake toppers or affirmations that they simply download. They don't actually need to edit or personalize. Now the price, I would suggest you look at other listings in your product that you're selling. Look for the highest price, look for the lowest price, and put yours somewhere in the middle. Round about halfway is a good starting point. And the quantity, I always put 500. You can actually go up to $9.99. Now what this is, don't put one, and I'll tell you why. This allows Etsy to continue to relist this each time you sell. So if mine's $9.99 and I sell one, this product drops to $9.98. Etsy will automatically relist it again for me. But if I put one product and I sell that one product, it then shows as sold out. So Etsy will no longer, they won't be able to relist that for me. You would have to go in and manually relist it. Now what you want is this to be passive and running in the background. So allow Etsy to keep relisting it for you, because that's what a digital product is. You make it once and you can sell it over and over and over. So we come down here. Now the category, this, just put in what you've made. If it's a card, Christmas card, whatever. And I usually just pick the very first one that comes up. It's what Etsy has deemed as the most relevant. So we'll put that. Now the attributes, the primary color, don't stress out about this too much. My bookmarks, let's just say that they're orange and purple since they're Halloween. But it's really not. I don't know that many people search on color. Occasion, so these don't actually match an occasion. This would be if you were selling like a wedding card, that type of thing, or graduation product. But these are a holiday. They're actually a Halloween. In my case, they're a Halloween product. Now, don't put something in here if you think this would make a great Christmas gift. I'm going to put it as Christmas. That's not what this is. The product must be specifically Christmas themed or Halloween themed to put in here. If you don't have a holiday, just leave it clear. It doesn't matter. Now your tags, the thing with tags is, and there's a lot of videos that go on about search engine optimization and the long tail keywords and all of this. They make it sound far more confusing than it really is. At its most basic, tags are just the words that you think people will key in when they are searching for the type of product you've made. So what I would recommend you do is go to a product that you think is a bestseller, and the way you find a bestseller is you come up to the top of Etsy, like we've put in printable Christmas cards, go to show filters, come down to Etsy's best, click on star seller, and now in your description, see where it says star? You change that to best and hit enter, and now you're only going to see the best sellers. Etsy used to have the ability to just check bestseller and you could easily find them. They've made it a little trickier now, but you can bypass it and look at your bestsellers. So let's say we're selling a Christmas card. We want to know what this person's tags are. So come all the way down to the bottom of their listing. Now, see where it says explore related searches? This is the tags they've used. And here are more tags that you can use. All of these are relevant to the product that you're selling. So if you find another bestseller listing that is similar to what you are listing, go and find those words at the bottom of the page, and that will really help you find good keywords. So back to our listing. Materials, I only put in things like PDF and instant download and printable. I don't really put a lot in there because all the descriptions and everything is further up in our actual description. And come down, shipping is not relevant. Returns and exchanges, this is when you first set up your store. By default, digital items are not returnable because of the very nature of them. They're instant. The person already has it. They're going to use it either way. So the best thing to do is leave it as they've got, but encourage people to message you if they have an issue with their product. Now the shop section, on mine, this would go in, let's say, a Halloween printable. And what this is, when you look at your store, that's these sections down the side. That's what those are. They're your store sections. So it helps the buyer when they're looking through your store. If they want to see exactly what you're selling, they'll go to the section. So if you don't have the correct or any sections in here, you can come down here where it says add a section, and we will put in our new section here and save that, and that's what the section will be. Now, featured listing, if you don't have many listings yet, you probably don't need this, but what that is, when I go to my store and I look at the very top, see where it says featured items? I always list the products that are currently selling the best, and they appear above all of your listings. So that's what that is. You can choose which 4 items you put up here, and there is an easy way to do that. You can do it like here, where we can turn it on, or you can go to your listings if you have some, and that's what this star here is. You can feature it, you can turn it on or turn it off. And if you want to see which listings you're currently featuring, come over here, and these are the ones that I've got turned on. And then down the bottom here, leave this on automatic. Again, like we put in the 500 or the 9.99 quantity, unless this is set to automatic down here, Etsy will just sell it once, then you will have to come in and manually renew the expired listing yourself. And you don't want that. You want it to run in the background. So leave that at automatic. And then when you're happy with everything, you've got everything filled in, you come down here and click publish, and it's going to say that it's going to charge you 20 cents, and that's fine. That's what they charge for every listing. Now, if you sell this listing, they will then charge you another 20 cents when they automatically relist it for you. And if a product doesn't sell, they will renew it every 4 months regardless. So every 4 months on a product, it's going to renew, and you'll get a 20-cent fee on it again. So that's what that is. And when you're happy with everything, you would publish it. So then you can look at the listing in your store. There's your title that you put in and your description down here. And it clearly tells the customer it is a digital download. The digital file type, they will download 4 PDFs. And again, I have the cheat sheet that you can download below that will help you with every single step of your listing while you're going through it. So that link is below. So once you've made your first listing, every listing after that is way easier because you've already done the hard work. Next time you come to list something, simply go to the one you just made, click on this arrow, go to copy, and now you have a copy of the listing you just made. So all you do is now you come in and you just change this to whatever you want, whatever you're selling. You would then delete each of these images, and now you would upload your 10 images from the next product that you're making. We'll just pretend that's what this is, and put those images in, so they will replace what was there. The same with the PDFs. You would go through and delete the existing PDFs and go through and upload your new PDFs for your new product in exactly the same way you did before. Select them all and open, and it will upload your new PDFs for your new product. And again, now you would come down and just change your description to whatever your new product is. And the bulk of this description will remain as is, because all of this is the same for every product you sell. And then in here, you would again put, if this was dropped to like $4.95 or whatever, just put it up to your quantity again, 500 or $9.99. Change this number. I don't think I went through this number before, but whenever you are creating a product, I highly, highly recommend you give it a number. And it doesn't matter what the number is, but as long as you can track your product. Like, we'll just pretend this one, I'm going to change it to 241. It's my next set of bookmarks. And if you maintain this numbering system from the initial product that you create in Canva, you give it this number, and then your mock-up, you give the same number. Your PDFs have the same number. If you notice on my PDFs up here, do you see how they've got bookmark 237 A, B, C, and D? That's my numbering system. So my folder is marked bookmark 237. My mock-up is called bookmark 237. And my PDFs, as you can see, the folder where I save them in, all have that numbering system. So every time you sell something, you have a complete track of that one product from creation to where you file it and where you've listed it. And it may not seem important at this point with one or two products. Trust me, when you get to about 100, 200, 300 products, this numbering system will be a lifesaver to you. If you have a customer that comes in especially and says, I can't download my product, and you look at what they ordered and say, okay, they ordered bookmark 237, unless you've got it really well organized, it's going to take you a while to find that PDF. So if you have a folder that's called bookmark 237, and within that folder, just like this, bookmark 237 has the mock-up images that I used. It has the 4 PDFs I used, and it has the actual images, the PNG images of every bookmark. And this is how I save every one of my products, so I can find them at any time. So I highly suggest you do that in your listings. So that's what my numbering is. So once you've created one, you would just copy, come through and edit the details. And the really good thing with this is if it's exactly the same type of product, your tags are already there. You don't have to go looking for your tags every time. And this was obviously a Halloween bookmark. But if you had created a Christmas card previously, you'd done all the hard work and found your tags for your Christmas card, next time you upload a Christmas card, use that listing, copy it, and your Christmas card tags are already in here. And everything that you need is already pre-filled. It's even got the correct shop section, everything that you want. So you would then just publish copy with changes, and it'll create a new listing. And it was way quicker this time because you copied what you had already created. So that's it. I hope this was clear. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below and I'll be happy to answer you. And if you have any ideas for other tutorials you would like me to do, just let me know and I'll be happy to do them for you. So thank you for watching and happy selling.